10 Indriyas wants to descend it and you want to move upwards. So we need 10 days to conquer the Indriyas. Once you conquer all the 10 Indriyas, now you are fit to move toward the soul. You can cross the body. So crossing the body you need Ayush. And in this Ayush you have to wage a war on the physical body. Da indicates the breath of the physical body. So with Da at the breath of the physical body, through the Ayush you have to wage a war. So waging a war you need what is called as weapon. The weapon in the body is the Vayu. And that must be used such that you can reach the mind, that is the Krishna, to be further strengthened. This is called as Ayudha Puja. So we start from the first day, that is called as Jai Lakshmi Vrata, because Lakshmi is the energy of the soul, and you want to have a win over that. So we conquer 1 Indriyas, 2 Indriyas, 3 Indriyas. When all the 5 Indriyas join the mind and the intellect, which is the 7th day, we call it as Saraswati Puja. We will be ready for an internal light, an internal vision, an internal knowledge, that we call it as the 7th day, the Saraswati Puja. Then in the 8th day you have conquered the body, that is called as Durgatami. Then you are able to conquer all the 9 dwaras that is there in the body, that is called as the Navaratri, that is when all the dwaras are completed, that is the Navaratri, that is the end, that Durgatami. Then we have got what is called as, you have conquered the body is called as Mara. Now you have conquered the Mara, it is called as Maranavami. Ma is Manas, Ra is ray of light. Maranavami is an opposing force. You have conquered it through the Navadvaras, it is called as Maranavami. Then you have got a victorious day that you have conquered the whole physical body. It is called as Vijayadashmi. So conquering the 10 Indriyas is the purpose of this Ashweja Masa. Then we will go to the next step, that is what is called as conquering the mind. The mind is the ruler of the body. Still the mind feels that I can run the energy toward the physical body. But the body says no. The intellect says, oh mind, don't come in the picture. I am going to conquer you. I will also take you toward the Paramatma. Without you, we cannot reach the Paramatma. We need your help. We need your blessing. Even though you may enjoy to stay with the body, no, it is not needed. You give whatever the energy that you possess under your command. Give it to me. That is what the intellect says. So it means we have to move toward the physical body, conquering the mind. The mind is the biggest king in the physical body. He can control the universe. He can control the whole universe also. So the purpose is basically to see that Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam iti Chaturveda Purushartham. It is to be done by the mind. If the mind doesn't decide, you don't become moksha. If the mind doesn't decide, you don't become knowledgeable. So the knowledge comes in the process of going toward the moksha. So moksha is not just liberation of the body. That is not the purpose. But before you liberate, understand the world and then get liberated. As such, you must get the entire knowledge of the universe. It means you must be able to pass beyond the velocity of light. So the mind is the king of the body. This king of the body is to be killed. As long as this mind and the body is there, we are going to take birth again and again. It is again with the help of the mind alone we must conquer this physical body. So we ask that king, O king, give whatever you have got under your command. The Virya asked. The Virya has been produced out of the man, that is Manas. It is in the form of the particle of matter. So that Virya which is under the command of, which is produced under the command of the mind is what is called as Vamana. So that Vamana asks, O mind, give your stand. I will only keep 2 steps or 3 steps, that's all. So the mind called as Bali Chakravarti, because we have to conquer the Bali means to conquer and destroy it. So the Bali finally accepts because he is a Brahmana. A person is said to be Brahmana if he reaches the soul. The Virya reaches the soul. In the Vamana stage, what happens? The first step is toward the soul. The second step is toward the Sahasrara. There is no third step possible at all. As said, the Bali Chakravarti gives the entire strength to the woman, that is called as the Virya. Then the Vamana keeps 1 step, grows because it is a Virata Parva. He grows in all dimensions. That is why the Vamana Avatara is to be linked with the Virata Parva. So that is what is called as to see the ray of light of the soul. The ray of light of the soul is what is called as Kartika Masa. So the first thing that you have to do is the whole body has become strong, the mind has become strong. Keep a step further in that direction. That is the first day is the Padya. So we celebrate a festival called as the Bali Padya. On that particular day you are entering the soul from the Urdhvaretas. So the Vamana will take all the energy of the mind, conquers that is the mind called as, that is Bari, and enters and keeps the first step. It means it is already in the Kartika Masa. So it is awakening the Kundalini, is symbolized by the Deepavali, by the crackers, that we are able to crack the Sushumna Nadi. That symbolic representation is what we are celebrating today as the festival of crackers and the festival of light. It is not the festival of light, it is the festival of internal light that is there in this Masa. Now the body has reached the soul. Further, if the matter becomes four, then only it can reach the Paramatma. So the material purification is a must. The material is purified by a purified matter. The material is purified by a purest form of air. Because our journey is from matter, our journey is from the air. The purest form of matter that is available on the earth atmosphere, on the earth's surface in the form of vegetation, is Amla. This Amla is the purest form of matter. It contains 23 matters in the universe. The man is basically made up of 24 chromosomes. Out of these, 23 chromosomes are available in this Amla. Is also called Nallika in Kannada. So this Amla is the purest form of matter. You eat the purest form of matter because you want to meet the purest form of energy called the Paramatma. So your travel is toward the Paramatma. For further Uttana, the 10 Indriyas, the mind and the intellect called as Dwadashi. On that particular Dwadashi, we have got a Uttana of the body called as Uttana Dwadashi. So in the Uttana Dwadashi, you must wed with the Nallika, that is Amla. You must wed with the pure air called as Tulsi. So we call it as integrating the Tulsi with this Nallika, the physical matter and the air, that is the pranayama. In order to strengthen the pranayama, we are doing this purpose. So that the mind can penetrate further and can move towards the Paramatma. It means the Krishna has to be made further to move. It means you must exert more energy on the Krishna. You must become much more mightier than the Krishna. That is why how to become mightier than the Krishna, they said the pranayama, the purest form of air alone can take you to the Paramatma. So they put Krishna on one side, the Tulsi on the other side. Just a drop of Tulsi was able to overcome the weight of the Krishna, and Krishna has to surrender to the Tulsi. It is an indication that how the mind can be done stronger with this purest form of air. And this purest form of air is provided by the Mother Earth in the form of the Tulsi. So we consider that festival as a Tulsi festival. It means the purification, total purification of the body is what is called as Uttana Dwadashi. Now we further travel. We have reached the soul. We are crossing the soul now. We have got a Uttana. Now my purpose is to move toward the Paramatma who is in the Sahasrara, who is in the Shira. So we selected one more month because the mind is basically to join the mind and the soul and to meet the Paramatma in the Yoga Shastra. It's an energy sign. As such, we have reached the last month in such that the breath has done its duty to take us to the Paramatma. Consequently, what is the next month? They said, this month is Kartika Masa, we are already in the soul. From the soul we had to go up to the Sahasrara, that is in the Shira. They said the Marga means the path is Shira. So that month is what is called as Margashira Masa. So in the Margashira Masa, we move from the physical body to the soul. From the soul we are moving toward the Shira. That is called as Marga Shira. Moving toward the soul. The path is toward the Shira. That is the ultimate a man has to conquer. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, when somebody asks what is the best month in the whole of the 12 calendar month, he says Masana Margashirashosmi. In the letters, would you kindly tell me what is the best? They said Akara is the best letter, Akara is the Paramatma. So everything best is symbolized. In the Vedas, what is that? Upasana Veda, called as Sama Veda is the best Veda. So he goes on telling what is the best in the world. So the best in the month he called it as Masana Margashirashosmi. If that is the case, the Masa is the Margashira Masa is the best Masa. So it means when once you reach the Sahasrara, it is called as Vaikunta Ekadashi. It means all the 10 Indriya has reached the soul, that is called as Vaikunta Ekadashi. So on the day of Vaikunta Ekadashi, the northern door is opened. Northern means Uttara. So the purpose of Uttanga has been completed. That is why we celebrate as Vaikunta Ekadashi. The Vaikunta Ekadashi must be celebrated by the human. The human is called Venkataramana. He has to get up in the Brahmi Muhurta and have that Suprabhata for him, not for Tirupati Venkataramana. So this Venkataramana has reached the goal. That is why in all Venkatarama's temples they will keep a northern door indicating, oh man, you are the Venkateramana, you are in Advaita.